In the headlines, banditry. Senate urges President Tinubu to cite military barracks in Katsina after fresh killings. Kwara government condemns deadly bandit attack in Kayama. PDP slams Kwara governor's response to bandit attack. Kwara Poli dismisses false resumption notice, warns student. On the foreign scene, leader of South Africa's second largest political party to step down ahead of April conference. In business news, Nigeria is set to overtake Algeria as Africa's third largest economy in 2026. In entertainment news, popular content creator Kai Sinat returns to Lagos, renews focus on $5 million school project. From the world of sport, Falconet coach Aduku names 26 for Under-20 World Cup qualifier against Senegal. Good evening and many thanks for joining us for news across the world on Diamond 88.7 of Family Lorry. I am Omonike. Babatunde. You can listen to us via our website at www.diamondfm.net or watch us live on Facebook. Diamond 887 FM. You can also download the app on Play Store, Diamond 887 FM. We'll bring you details of the news after this break. Don't go away, please.
Drug abuse affects both brain and behavior. It has multifaceted impacts on one's body, mind, and nervous system. However, you can avoid being addicted by giving zero tolerance to the use of drugs. Associate yourself with the right persons. Do not give in to peer pressure and learn to handle life's pressure rather than resorting to hard substances. Remember, Diamond 88.7 FM cares for your sound spirit and good health.
This message is from Diamond 88.7 FM.
You're welcome back from that short break. Now the news in detail. The Senate on Wednesday raised alarm over the worsening security situation in Katsina State following fresh bandit attack that reportedly killed at least 35 people within 24 hours across 3 local government areas. Lawmakers, particularly from the affected Funtua zone, urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to urgently fulfill his pledge to establish a military barrack in the area and warn against negotiating with armed groups. The call followed a motion of urgent public importance sponsored by Senator Dan Dutse Mohammed Katsina South, which was admitted for debate by Senate President Godswill Akpabio. The Group Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, Bayo Ojulari, has disclosed the Nigerian state-owned refineries were operating at a monumental loss, prompting management to halt operations to prevent further value erosion. Ojulari made the revelation on Wednesday in Abuja during a fireside chat at the Nigerian International Energy Summit 2026. He said public anger over the refineries was justified given the huge investment made over the years, noting that a detailed review by his team showed the facilities were consuming significant resources while operating at just 50-55% capacity. According to him, crude oil was consistently supplied to the refineries, but poor utilization, high operating costs, and contractor expenses resulted in massive value leakage with no clear path to recovery. Former Benue State Governor and Senator Gabriel Soswan has resigned his membership of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. The decision was conveyed in a letter personally signed by Soswan and addressed to his manager, Council Ward in Logo local government area of Benue State, a copy of which was made available to journalists in Makurdi on Wednesday. Siswan said his decision was not taken lightly, noting that the PDP had given him the platform to serve Nigeria in various capacities, including as a member of the House of Representatives, Governor of Benue State, and Senator. He expressed gratitude to the party for the trust reposed in him over the years. The former two-term governor cited persistent and unresolved internal crisis within the PDP as a reason for his exit, describing the party as being in political intensive care. He said repeated effort to resolve leadership and structural dispute has failed, making it difficult for him to reconcile continued membership with his democratic ideals and desire to contribute meaningfully within a stable political framework. The Kwara State government has strongly condemned bandit attack in Woro and Nuku community in Kayama local government area, which reportedly left several residents dead and many houses burnt. The attack occurred on Tuesday, prompting widespread concern across the state. Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak, in a statement issued by his Chief Press Secretary, Rafiu Ajakai, described the assault as a cowardly expression of frustration by terrorist cells in response to ongoing counter-terrorism efforts in the state. He noted that the attack appeared aimed at distracting security forces who have successfully dismantled several terrorist and kidnapping gangs. The governor extended his heartfelt condolences to the victims and their families and reiterated the state's commitment to ongoing security operations to protect citizens and restore peace. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Kwara State has criticized Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak's response to the recent bandit attack in Woro and Nuku community in Kayama local government area, describing it as a cosmetic and lacking concrete reassurance for victims. The party said at least 10 residents were killed in the attack, with several houses burnt, forcing villagers to flee. In a statement issued in Ilorin on Wednesday, the PDP State Publicity Secretary Olusegun Olushola Adewara condemned the assault as gruesome, despicable, inhumane and callous, noting that a former student union president of a tertiary institution in the state was among the victims. The party said the incident exposed what it called the failure of the state government to effectively address insecurity. The PDP argued that Kwara required more than propaganda, photo ops, and hollow sympathy messages, urging decisive and people-focused leadership. The management of Kwara State Polytechnic Ilorin has dismissed a circulating message claiming the academic activities would resume on Monday, 9 March, describing it as false and unauthorized. In a statement made available to journalists, the acting registrar, A.H. Amin, clarified that the notice did not originate from the institution and urged students to disregard it. Warned that unverified information could create confusion and unnecessary inconvenience, stressing that no official resumption date has been announced. The statement reaffirmed that the Polytechnic will communicate legitimate update on academic activities only through approved institutional channels. The management advised students to rely strictly on official platforms for accurate information and reiterated its commitment to keeping the student body informed in a timely and reliable manner. The chairman of the Falodun Local Government Area, Kwara State, Abdulrasheed Femi Yusuf, has directed all individuals squatting in forest areas of communities affected by banditry to leave immediately to avoid security consequences. The order covers communities including Babanla, Urago, Babasongo, Iguelefon, and the community boundary and the Edu boundary, according to a statement issued by his media aide, Abdulkadir Jimba. Yusuf explained that the directive aligns with ongoing security operations targeting kidnappers and terrorists believed to be hiding in the forest. He warned that failure to vacate immediately would attract security measures and urged residents to comply for their safety. The news across the world is reaching you from Vitamin 88.7 of Laurie. We'll go on a break now, and when we return, we'll bring you foreign, entertainment and sport news. Don't go away, please.
Follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at Diamond 887 FM. Diamond FM, shining supreme.
You're welcome back from that break. You're still listening to news across the world, reaching you from Vitamin 88.7 of Laurie. Now we move on to the foreign stories. Leader of South Africa's second largest party, the Democratic Alliance, DA, John Steenhuisen, has announced he will not seek re-election at the party's leadership conference in April, a decision that could test the stability of the country's coalition government. The Democratic Alliance entered a power-sharing arrangement with the African National Congress, ANC, in 2024 after the ruling party lost its parliamentary majority. Steenhuisen, who has led the pro-business Democratic Alliance since 2019 and currently serves as an agricultural minister under President Cyril Ramaphosa, said he would instead focus on his ministerial duties. He told reporters his priority would be tackling what he described as the worst outbreak of foot and mouth disease the country has ever faced. Still on the foreign scene, the administration of U.S. President Donald Trump will reduce the number of federal immigration enforcement agents deployed in Minnesota by about 700, White House border czar Tom Homan announced on Wednesday. Despite the drawdown, roughly 2,000 agents will remain in the state as immigration operation continues. Homan said the decision was driven by what he described as unprecedented cooperation from Minnesota's elected sheriff who oversee county jails. He stressed, however, that the move does not signify a shift in policy, reaffirming that Trump administration remains committed to mass deportations nationwide. That ends our foreign news, and up next is our business news.
Diamond FM Business News.
Nigeria is projected to overtake Algeria as Africa's third largest economy in 2026, according to new data from the International Monetary Fund (IMF). The IMF World Economic Outlook October 2025 edition shows that Nigeria ranked fourth in 2025 with a GDP of about $285 billion, trailing South Africa with $226 billion, Egypt $349 billion, and Algeria $288 billion. However, IMF forecasts indicate that Nigeria's GDP will rise sharply at about $334 billion in 2026, surpassing Algeria's projected $284 billion. This will place Nigeria behind only South Africa and Egypt, whose economies are expected to grow to $443 billion and $399 billion, respectively. That ends our business news. Up next is our entertainment news.
Diamond FM Entertainment News.
In our entertainment news, popular Twitch streamer and content creator Kai Sinat has arrived in Lagos for his second visit to Nigeria, reigniting attention on his long-promised school project for underprivileged children. Sinat was welcomed at the Muritala Muhammad International Airport on Wednesday with live music and a festive reception that quickly sparked buzz across social media. Nearly a year after his first trip, Sinat's $5 million pledge to build a school for children from the Makoko waterfront community remains in progress. During his recent Mafia-thon 3 stream, Sinat disclosed that over $1 million has been raised so far, with plans for phased spending to ensure long-term sustainability. That ends our entertainment news, and up next is our sport news.
Diamond FM Sports News.
From the exciting world of sport today, Falconet head coach Moses Aduko has named a 26-player squad as Nigeria intensifies preparation for the FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup third-round qualifiers against Senegal. The list is dominated by Nigerian Women Football League (NWFL) players and includes Bayelsa Queens forward Janet Nasarawa's Amazon midfielder Joy Uboke and under-17 graduate Shakirat Abidemi Moshood. The announcement comes after CAF approved the relocation of the first leg fixture from Lagos Salami Stadium in Ibadan to the MKO Abiola Sports Complex in Abeokuta due to concerns over the pitch. The first leg will be played on Saturday, February 7, 2026, with a return match scheduled for February 14 at the Stade Lat in Thiès, Senegal. Still from the world of sport, African Scrabble has announced a record prize purse of $35,000 for the 2026 African Scrabble Championship scheduled to hold in Monrovia, Liberia. The Pan-African Scrabble Association confirmed that the 16th edition of the biennial tournament will take place from October 21 to 25, 2026 at the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf Ministerial Complex on Tubman Boulevard. Under the new format, the eventual champion will earn $10,000, a 100% increase on the previous top prize and the highest payout in the championship's history. The runner-up will receive $5,000, with cash rewards extended to the top 20 finishers, another first for the competition. And that's it from the exciting world of sport. With that, we've come to the end of news across the world. But before we go, here's a recap of the major highlights. Banditry: Senate urges President Tinubu to cite military barracks in Katsina after fresh killings. Kwara government condemns deadly bandit attack in Kayama. PDP slams Kwara governor's response to bandit attack. Kwara Police dismisses false resumption notice, one student. On the foreign scene, leaders of South Africa's second largest political party to step down ahead of April conference. In business news, Nigeria is set to overtake Algeria as Africa's third largest economy in 2026. In entertainment news, popular content creator Kai Sinath returns to Lagos, renews focus on $5 million school project. From the world of sport, Falconets coach Aduku names 26 for Under-20 World Cup qualifier against Senegal. And for today in history, did you know that on this day in 2004, social media took a major leap as Mark Zuckerberg and fellow Harvard student found Facebook? Now you know. For news coverage or information about happenings around you, kindly contact Diamond FM newsroom number on 091 6062 7526. One more time, 091 6062 7526. The news was compiled and edited by Adeyemi Adewale, and I am Omonike Babatunde. Thank you for listening to your Shining Supreme station, and please stand by